What is up, Web3? It's me, Krista Timmons, and we are at the Global AI Show. And right now, I'm at the booth of Infinity Mesh together with the BD, Mr. Merim. Hello, how are you
Hello.
today?
Well, good to be here. Glad to be here. This is our second big event here. First one was GITEX this year, but now in here, maybe like a little smaller, but more. It's just more time to actually meet the people, right? Because GITEX is so big, right?
And what are you showcasing today?
So we have two things that we're showcasing. Primarily, we're showcasing our government-based like defense platform. So what we actually do is we do asset tracking. We have a platform that keeps track of all of your important assets, such as like unmanned aerial vehicles or other important assets that you have, and bring them in sort of like if you watch those fancy military or spy or Mission Impossible kind of movies, you know, in the headquarters, they look at the big screen and they see all of their assets, where their soldiers are, where the drones are, and they keep track of all of this on a nice dashboard. So this is basically what we do in a nutshell, right? So we pitch this product to government, and another thing we do for private is just classic digital transformation software development company, right? We've done this for 10 years, so nothing special there. It's just introduced another keyword this year. The keyword is AI.
Now, AI. How do you integrate AI in the company?
Well, all the companies do it the same way, right? So when AI happened, to maybe 1 or 2 years ago, you just had to figure out, okay, how do we fit this into our existing products, right? At that point, you had to make a choice, right? You already probably had your existing software already had some kind of automation, process improvement. So at that point, you just had to make a decision. Okay, let's just replace it with AI, so we can just pitch this as an AI product. This is what everyone here is doing on this conference. Whenever you see an AI keyword, it's just an enhancement of their existing system, right?
Do you think AI, I'm actually asking these questions to a lot of people, do you think AI is going to take over our places?
I think it's going to do the same thing that the Industrial Revolution does, right? That the Industrial Revolution did. It's going to replace low-skilled jobs, right? But still, it's going to reduce a certain amount of available jobs, but still you'll need people to navigate the boundaries of AI. So you'll still need people to navigate the actual AI itself, right? How does it transfer from one area to another? What are its limits? What is the morality behind it? Like, this is a very interesting question in terms of like AI governance and stuff like that. There's always going to be more job openings in that area. So, you know, we're going to lose a lot of like maybe lower skilled jobs, but we're going to gain a lot more like higher skilled jobs, just like Industrial Revolution did, right?
And what opportunities are we looking forward to for Infinity Mesh this upcoming year?
For Infinity Mesh, well, we're so glad that we actually finished this defense platform. Like we felt that this year was a best year to actually expand our business here in the Emirates, because we had a finished product. It already had AI integrated, and I think, you know, Abu Dhabi or Dubai, it's the best place to be. If you have a finished, polished AI product, it's probably the best area you can be as a business, right? Because in terms of how much AI is implemented into government processes and application, I don't think there's a more advanced place in the world right now.
Thank you so much. Last question. What do you think is the future of AI?
I don't know. It's like an open-ended question. I don't know. Honestly, whatever I say, it's gonna age like milk. In 2 years, it's gonna age horribly, and I'm gonna be wrong, right? I think we're just on a very beginning of AI, and it's right now very interested, but it's probably going to get more regulated in the future. Everything that's now accessible for free, it's not going to be free in a couple of years down the line. We're going to end up paying more and more and more to use this, and we already take it for granted right now. You know, you should just study it now as much as possible while it's free, before you have to pay for everything, right? So just get ahead of the curve. Thank you. Yeah, just get ahead of the curve right now, because right now it's just a starting point. Still, you have so much time to learn, and it's so easy to learn with all these free resources available, right? 2-3 years down the line, it's going to get much harder. The competition is going to be fiercer, and you're going to have to pay for everything, right?
Can you please describe this event in one word?
Valuable.
Valuable. You are valuable. Thank you so much, Merim. This is me, Krista. Hope we get a lot of insights from him. More to come only here at FOMO, the future of money. Thank you.
Thank you.